and welcome. Today we're going to be working on our quads and hip flexors. I know we know a lot of quad and hip flexor exercises. I stumbled across a few that are slightly different, so they might be suitable for some of you. Quick warm up, let's just do an ordinary simple standing quad stretch. You might need to grab your sock or your stretchy band or the end of your trousers just to sort of warm that area up a little bit. Remember to tuck under, bring the leg to the midline. Okay, and then try the other side. So mine are very, very tight at the moment. So we'll see if after these 10 minutes I might have loosened up a little bit. Tucking under, bringing the knee to the midline. Good. Going down to the floor for our hip flexors, we're going to come to our lunge position. Front leg can be slightly turned out, and we're just going to take 6 nice circles around in each direction. Just easing into those hip flexors. Don't forget the sides. And shaping. 2 more. And then changing over to the other leg. And yes, you will need a chair for the first exercise. So let's circle the other hip first. So 6 times in each direction. And the other way around. Okay, good. We're going to come to our chairs. You need a chair and another chair, or chair on the table, or chair on the wall. I discovered this sitting on the kitchen table. So, the good thing is you don't actually need to do anything, you just sit. So you sit and you have one leg tucked under the chair, preferably by the leg of the chair, because then that means that the leg that you're stretching can't turn out. Yeah? So I have my feet pointed like this. You could do it with toes curled under, entirely up to you. And you're going to lean back and put the other leg up. And you feel a stretch on your quad there. So if it's too strong, you need to have the chair further away. It might take a few attempts of jiggling around, trying to see what's the best position. But it's quite a sort of, I feel the length of my quad. I always feel it coming from my hip flexor, and it goes all the way and then down to the kneecaps. It's rather, when we do the normal quad stretches, I feel it's sort of very strong just in one located area. Well, there I can feel the length of the quad, which is great. And then you just be there. So you can drink your cup of tea in that position. I mean, your leg might not be that high, it might be here, it doesn't make that much difference. It's more about the other one being really parallel. Yeah, it's intensifying. If you want to be a superhero, you can do some shoulder mobility at the same time. So bring your arms up and open. Well, maybe not with this chair, I need to have a lower chair. But yeah. I guess to some sort of extent this could work on the sofa as well. So this is something to play around with. Anytime, anywhere you're sitting down, just bring this leg in. If you've got something to tuck the leg under, it's basically an abbreviation of what the osteopath or the physiotherapist will be doing with you on the bed, where you have one leg dangling down and then push it down. Okay, I think it's time to swap legs. Other side. Yeah, much tighter on one side. Especially good if you've got a little toddler at home, because they can slide down your leg. They have great fun, and you'll stretch even further. Yeah, and depending on your legs, mine really wants to turn out. So I've got this broomstick here. I'll be able to help myself to parallel myself a little bit more. Or of course you could have the down leg against the wall so it can't turn out. Bit uncomfortable with the broomstick, so yeah, it needs some experimenting. Okay, I think that's probably not as much as I can bear with that one. Nice when it's over. So just as a test, I'm going to do my ordinary quad stretch again now. Feels a lot easier now. Excellent. Right, we're going to go for a hip flexor stretch. So you need the chair. Put the hands on the seat. And then put one foot backwards, nice and parallel. So they could be again with toes curled under or the foot flat to the floor. And you're going to lower down into a lunge. Now the good thing is, come a little bit closer to the chair, that you will have your knee in the correct angle because the chair's in the way, so you can't really cheat on your knee. And then you just got to lower down. So you might also get a stretch on the front leg, but we are after the hip flexor. So if you can't feel the hip flexor because the front leg's taking over, tap under and push this part, your hip, down. So that's a nice alternative to the full lunge, which would be here. Again, if somebody wants to try the full lunge, it's usually really difficult because you've got all that weight on there, so you could just lean forward. That takes a little bit off. Ooh. Very strong stretch, so take your options. And you can also see whether you're parallel or not. And again, yes, it is hip flexor, but we'll also go into the quad. So keep pushing the hip forwards, over hip, 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 and keeping the back of the knee as straight as you can. And superheroes can come up right then. Okay, I'll take my change to the other leg. So starting easy. Just in a nice lunge stance. You can also practice your shoulder stability here, pushing the hip down. So just in that position actually it gives me a really good stretch. Pushing my hip bone down and tucking under. If you want to take it further, sliding down into sort of split type stance. Again, this will probably be tighter on one side, and one leg might be more turned out than the other, so do check. Or ask your partner to check for you. Yeah, I should be doing this every day. Pushing the hip down, keeping it nice and parallel. Make sure that front knee stays parallel. Coming up if you want, but there's nothing wrong with just staying at the easiest option because I'm dying here. Okay, coming back up to the easy option. Just to there. Okay. Ooh, feeling very long in the quads and hamstrings now. Not hamstrings, the quads and hip flexors. Okay, let me know how you get on with that and see whether you've got any other ideas how you can do that seated, and we'll see you soon.